but nothing ever stopped me from dusting off my shoes. You might think you'll see me falling to the ground, but I threw up my umbrella when rain stops hitting down. Yeah! On a bad day, on a good day, I don't need no sunshine.
Hey everybody, I'm Hugh Brownstone for Three Blind Men and an Elephant, and I'm delighted to bring you Ray Chang, formerly of Aputure, one of my favorite lighting companies where he was the chief designer, and now CEO of Spirit Lab Optics. Ray, what are you doing? What have we got here?
Yeah, we got something different, Cine lenses.
So this is a set of primes. We're looking at the 24mm, 35mm, and 50mm T 1.5, 1.5, and 1.3.
Exactly.
Wow. And we're looking at aluminum-bodied lenses over here and...
Titanium one.
Okay. So these are full-frame coverage Cine lenses that are being announced at NAB this year.
Yes, and even cover a little more because the image circle can cover 50mm. That means almost all the full-frame camera we can do.
Now, in this instance, you've got the titanium 50mm hooked up to a Sony A7 III using a Metabones PL adapter. So these will all come in PL mount?
Yes, but we have more choice. Yeah.
You keep surprising me. We talked beforehand, believe me, we talked beforehand, and I keep learning new things.
Yeah, actually we have the manufactured the E-mount version. The people can, the customer can just unscrew the PL mount and screw on our special E-mount assemble things.
Interesting that this was the first native mount that you made allowances for.
We already set a lot of range distant correctors.
So I haven't had a chance yet to look at these or the results of these lenses. But Ray, you're making some very bold claims for these lenses. Tell us what the design criteria were, what your objectives were, and what you think you've accomplished.
Okay, that's a 2-year story. The main character of all our lenses, that will be the spirit. We are focused on how people thinking about a Cine lens should have the character. So everything we can prefer now is everything we designed 2 years before. The distortion, the color fringing, and the resolution, and the image circle coverage. So and even the size.
You have made this a no-compromise physical design optic.
Exactly. Based on the technology, I say. Human have now to working for the industry of motion picture. We can see a lot of great lenses from Zeiss, maybe Cooke. So we can see a lot of great lenses, but they have too many years to undevelop on the new lenses, and the technology is still forward going on. The Spirit Lab Optics, we just use the newest technology to redesign and to match the needs for the Cine lenses. So that's why we are so unique, so different from the others, because we are trying to do something like we can match every need, everyone's needs. But someone will say, oh, it's kinds of big words, but we are trying to do that, yeah. Till now, the result, a little close.
One of the things that you said to me before we came on camera that left me gobsmacked was the resolution levels that you were telling me. Do you want to say those on camera? I mean, these numbers are so high that I gave Ray the option of not talking about them specifically, but you're very confident in this.
Yeah, actually, it's, the resolution result we have from the 24 to 135 can match the needs of 16K. There's no such a camera in the world now, but depends on the design and depends on the measurement system. We can say we can match that needs. Yes.
You actually quoted a line pair.
For the normal guys, normal lenses, yeah, they always said something like how about the center, how about the edge, but we can say in the whole T number range, in the whole scope of the image circle, we can provide 200 line pairs, yes, all the way.
Wow. Wow, I mean, that's just it's a huge metric, and I'm excited to go hands-on with this. I'm sure a lot of people are going to be very excited to explore whether you can really hit that.
Yeah, because I already do some comparison with others and show these lenses in, very controlled situation. People just say, that's impossible, no way. A lot of work like this, But after test, after the projector, shows some result, they just, believe.
You use a lot of very specific tools. What kind of tools are you using to validate this?
Yeah, I use the P+S, which one of the best in the world. Emmy, the Emmy Awards. Yeah, the brand is come from German, Munich. Yeah, so very, very good, I think. Yeah, world highest level.
So when it comes to highest level, I asked you before who your bogeys were. Who were you competing against? Who did you want to beat when it comes to not just resolution, but to bokeh at every focusing distance, at every T-stop? Yes. And you mentioned the best.
Yes. I say that is because we already do some directly comparison. Maybe we can show later from Zeiss to Cooke. Someone says. But they always have some character, like they can do the far side little better, but cannot do the near or the inner focus better. But we, the Spirit Lab optics, we already do the both side in, just before our working of the design. So the result perfectly good.
So you're saying a couple of things. One, you're saying that it's 2018, 2017, maybe into 2016 when you were doing the design. The design process, as you had said to me earlier, was about 14 months. But you're saying that in 2016, 17, or 18, any optics designer has so much technology at his or her disposal to create better designs than were possible just a few years before.
Yes.
Number one, you're saying that. Number two, you are, let's be absolutely clear about it, you are saying that these are superior optically to Zeiss CP2s, CP3s?
If you just shooting with these lenses, not only by some projector, I know a lot of guys haven't that stuff, but you can shoot, you can feel the every character you are curious, you're so serious about, you will see the difference instantly. Yeah, just be them in seconds.
Okay, so not only are you saying that they're better, you're saying that you don't need to pixel peep, you can feel it, you can see it. Yeah. You say that these are better than the Sigma Cine Primes.
Sigma have a lot of great lenses, and we are much more balanced, I think. Yeah, this is the key.
Well, one of the raps on the Sigma Cine lenses is that they're rehoused still lenses and they suffer from things like focus breathing. You're saying that that's not an issue with these?
Yeah, because before the design, we already fixed everything. Yeah, we're trying to do something like a dream lenses, a set of dream lenses. What kinds of lenses you want, we already done this.
You're inviting people to compare the balanced overall quality, image quality of these lenses, specifically to the Zeiss Master Primes,
Yes, exactly.
the Leica Cine lenses, and the Cookes?
Yes. For the result, I just want to introduce you the result independently test and in our test. The result is the same. We can slightly better than the MP on every part, from the breathing effect to the color fringing and even the distortion of the image itself. And for the Leica Micron series lenses, of course our T number is a little bigger, okay? Yeah, and the resolution from the center to edge just beat them all the way. And about the Cooke, yeah, Cooke is so tasteful lenses. In technician way, I can say everything we can provide is just better. But I have some word will be left in the end. The mechanical part maybe not the best, but you can feel we are trying to do that much smoother or much durable for every using condition. Yes.
The fact of the matter is that we got together 2 hours before call time with the intention to actually go up on the High Line, which those of you who know the channel know I love. We're actually here in New York at YouTube filming this because this is not the Batcave. I didn't make this. So yeah, we're in YouTube Spaces in New York. And the High Line is literally around the corner. But unfortunately, it's raining like cats and dogs, is what we'd say here.
Yeah.
So we decided not to do that. So we can't show you right now what the image quality looks like. However, we've talked about getting footage between now and when this actually is published. Yes. We're recording this the week before NAB. Yeah. So that we can intersperse it and we can see. But let's talk about the business a little bit, because we should have some sense of the price range. We've talked about who they're competing against, so that ought to give you guys some idea of what these things will cost. Because you are very concerned about value, but in the context of the best lenses out there. Now, one of the things that we talked about before we came in here was how these would work as rentals. And one of the things that I asked you specifically about was the fact that Cooke lenses are engineered to be easily serviceable, 24-hour turnaround time for professionals. And then you just came right back at me with an answer, which I'd love for you to share with the audience now.
Yeah, I think to enter such an industry, standard is very important. Cooke already done something, so we will follow that. That means we can get free backup for every end user in 24 hours. Yeah, in your location national. Yes.
So if you're belaying down a national monument and it falls on the ground, you'll get a lens to them in 24 hours?
Yes, but maybe you only need some delivery time and money to repair. But you still can continue your work. It's key.
You talked to me about the, again, physical design hard points of these lenses. They're all the same diameter. They're all the same length, which is what a great Cine set of lenses are supposed to do. But you also talked about weatherproofing. You talked about modularity.
If someone just broken their glass front or rear, you can just send it to the repair center easily, and the repair center can easily change that and without any accuracy loosen. And this is one part of the modularity. And the other part is we already fixed the lenses in this situation of waterproof. That means in the condition of IP67, you can put the gear until the focus, the iris gear put into the water, everything's fine.
Yes.
This was pretty interesting. He took this camera, Ray took this camera, and he said, yeah, you can do like this. And he didn't put it in actual water, but it was a very compelling image nonetheless.
Yeah, and for the rental house, I just a little unorganized. For rental house will be a little better business to have a durable version, and we prepare for that a titanium version. Yeah.
I'm laughing because I know Ray's work. He is a product designer who has done really wonderful things at wonderful price points, but this is a whole different level of animal. Now, you're also working with some of the most venerated people in the optics industry.
Yes.
And you're manufacturing this in some of the best facilities on the planet.
Actually, some master of master in the world is cooperated with us, and it's from Tokyo. Today I can say, announce this. But the other things is we have the best manufacturer in the world is working for this series of lenses, such as the Hoya supplier and the Nikon supplier, and even the Hasselblad supplier for mechanical part.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it's the new.
Interesting. Yeah, you added that. I didn't hear that before.
Yeah, and I just forgot about a lot of things, the details. There's tons of details for finish such a series of lenses.
So you've been in the United States. Today is what? It's April 3rd.
Yes.
So next week, NAB. Yeah. This past week you were in LA?
Yes, in Burbank.
Right. So you've been talking to exactly the right people for this kind of thing and getting feedback.
The feedback is someone says, this is the best lenses they already test or seen. Yeah. And which will be, I think, the in this industry, in the film industry, top of the top. Yeah.
I asked you, why this? Why now?
Why? Because it's about the personal experience. Life is short. We have to do something great, or maybe greater than we can do used to be. So I want to make something, leave something great or beautiful to this world. Not only my daughter, yeah.
In fact, talking about your daughter, you said something that I thought was pretty profound. And in naming this first series of lenses.
Yeah, in naming of these prime lenses, especially in Chinese, I will name them in my daughter's name. Yeah.
Well, that is holding yourself to the highest standard.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So I will have some pressure, followers, someone, is that true? Yeah. But the result till now, so far, so good.
And this is just the beginning.
Someone says they want zoom lenses. Yeah, I know. Someone says they want the anamorphic lenses. Yeah, I know them too. But if we can make something mixed, anamorphic plus zoom, is what the Spirit Lab optics doing things. Yes.
Well, whether it's Angenieux, Fujinon, any of these lenses, you're aiming, as you said just a couple of minutes ago, top of the top.
Yeah.
These are the kinds of lenses that candidly are above my pay grade, above my skill set. Maybe not for the rest of my life, although life is short and I'm already getting up there. But I'm absolutely fascinated by this. The one thing that I would say to you guys is that Ray is not someone to be underestimated. But there's something else that's interesting, and that is you're doing small runs of lenses. You don't get economies of scale. These are technology intensive, and I'm sure at some level they are labor intensive as well. And yet you aren't forgetting that you want to create value.
Yeah.
That implies a willingness to accept a lower margin than other people.
I'm not a businessman, traditional businessman. But economic is the base of everything. Yeah. Because I have some, backup company. I have some backup guys. So that is not the biggest issue for me to earn money immediately or in short period. So everything we are talking about now, or the developing and the wholesale the lenses in the world, is about to realize some dream, not only the financial problem, financial target. That will be some, but not the main target. If more and more people can use these lenses, that will be not a problem or issues we should talking about. Yeah.
You're a dreamer.
Actually, I am. Yeah. Yeah.
Ray, I want to thank you for taking the time to join us, for coming up to New York.
Thank you, Hugh.
It is my pleasure. Again, we've known each other for a couple of years. I've seen the results of your product designs. I think they're brilliant. And I wish you tremendous success with these. For Three Blind Men and an Elephant, I'm Hugh Brownstone, Ray Chang, CEO of Spirit Lab Optics. See you soon.